And honestly, to tell you the truth, the way they was making examples of young black men in Huntsville, Alabama in the early 90s at that time, I mean, for just drunk driving, for just speeding tickets, the way they was hanging us and making examples of us out of towners, I just knew I wasn't going to see SP for another 10, 15 years. All right, we talk about a gun charge. We talk, so the grace of God, my man was spared, but he lost access. But I said all that to say this. He saved my life that night in the window and began the journey of me becoming a lifeguard. I say that, and I mean literally. Like, I got my act together. Right then and there on campus. I decided to marry the young lady that I was dating at the time. I decided to, this is forever, this is for life. So I got that stuff taken care of. I started getting my head together. I started getting my relationship right with God as a young man who is going to be the head of a family. All right? No, she wasn't pregnant and nothing. No, it was just I was ready to make the commitment because I knew it was going to be for forever. And I got that taken care of. All right? Then we decided to start a family. All right? So while I'm still in school all of this time, and this is where the lifeguard comes in. Mind you, Don Howard shows me the dry washing guard. While I'm in school, I take an elective to become a lifeguard. Literally. That's one of the electives that I took. So I learned how to literally, physically save lives. I had my certificate, CPR, all of that. All right, but I'm not talking about that type of lifeguard. That's not the lifeguard that I am. The lifeguard that I am this is my gift. Every resource that I take, every resource that I have available to me. When I get a resource, I get access to resources. I take those resources and I use them to save other people's lives. I'll give you an example. Dry washing guard. I get to Chicago, Illinois, 1999. We get to Chicago, Illinois. And first of all, let me back up and say this. The very first gift and ability that I was given was the athletic ability that I was telling you about, the football playing. All right? So, because of my religion, I opted not to pursue a career in football in college and in the pros like my understudy and predecessor, Kevin Johnson, formerly of the Cleveland Browns, known as a hoop star at Hamilton High West. All of that is in direct connection to my mentorship and tutelage, and everybody involved in the situation will attest to that. So, but now I get here to this university, and I get to Chicago, Illinois, after converting from football as my main sport to basketball as my main sport, all through high school, all through college. And I mean, the pictures speak for themselves. We wasn't on video back then. If we was on video back then, it would be, my highlight reel would be crazy. All right. So mind you, so when we get to Chicago, Illinois, I'm talking about a lifeguard. I'm talking about the birth of a lifeguard. Access to resources used in saving lives. That's the lifeguard that I am. Get to Chicago, Illinois, and I got this athletic ability. I got the ability to walk on any basketball court from Naz Park in Brooklyn, New York, to hooping out in Queens with my main man Keith Dog out in Sufton, to Philadelphia. We used to run all up and down Philly, Larchwood. We was killing Larchwood. I mean, you name it. Chicago, Illinois, LA, Cincinnati, Texas. Any hood I drop down in, and then if I get a next, I have not seen a hood where I can't fall in and blend right in with the best of the best in whatever city, whatever town, whatever neighborhood. That's just the gift that I was given. So mind you, I get to Chicago and it's the same thing. 9th Park, 10th Park, Chicago, 5th Park. I'm talking about at Maywood, out western suburbs of Maywood. All right, 10th Park was where we used to play the tournaments at every single summer. Anybody that was in Maywood from 1999 to like 2005, they all will tell you it was going down at 10th Park. But 9th Park was the park closer to my crib where I was hooping at. And so I established a bond with some other young and reckless. I mean, these cats was straight in the streets of Chicago. They ain't come from where I came from. They was there. They was in the hood. I was in their hood. I'm there with them. Yeah, they gang banging. They all of that. But we had one common denominator: the love of basketball and the ability to play it at the highest level. So that was the very first thing that I used to save lives: my talent, skills, and ability on the basketball court.